It's the Bengals versus the Jets on Halloween, and that means this Who Day conversation requires a Halloween theme. So here's what I'm looking for: a scary movie reference to describe what Bengals opponents should be frightened by. Butch, you go first.
I'm going with Alfred Hitchcock's 1963 horror classic, The Birds, to symbolize the Bengals defense. They swarm, they peck, they're all over the place. They come at you. I'm talking about Awuzie at corner. You might see him kind of isolated on a defender, but like that bird on the telephone wire, he's got a bunch of people behind him coming to get him, and they're going for the ball. And let's face it, huge reason they are where they are. 5th in the league in points allowed. It's because they're swarming. Get into the nearest phone booth.
Excellent movie, excellent reference. Lap, what about you?
I'm going Freddy versus Jason, but this is Freddy and Jason. Halloween, Hubbard, Hendrickson, both then start with H's. It's the H-Boys. The H-Boys coming off the edge. They've combined for 10.5 sacks. That's the second most that I can determine by a duo in the National Football League. And man, what a combination these guys are. They're setting a really good edge in the running game. They got tackles for loss there, or stuffs as they'd like to be called now. But boy, when you have one on each side, it makes it very, very difficult, because as an offensive line, you can slide to one, but then you have to chip with a back on the other one. That takes somebody out of a route, or put a tight end in there. That takes somebody out of a route. So the ripple effect is huge for a defense when you have bookend defensive ends that can both get up the football field and rush the quarterback. Now, I don't want to slight what's going on inside. The tackles are giving a great push. Quarterbacks can't climb the pocket. Therefore, the ends are getting sacks. And they got a long way to go, though, before they set the record. The record's 39. Chris Dolman and Keith Millard in 1989 with the Minnesota Vikings combined for 39 sacks. Unbelievable.
All right, my movie reference is Alien, a movie that featured the greatest movie poster line of all time. In space, no one can hear you scream. And the Bengals have an alien. His name is Jamar Chase. 754 receiving yards already through 7 games. That's an NFL record. It's 133 more yards than the next best guy through his first 7 games. 21.5 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns in 7 games. I'm going to update that movie poster line. In the secondary, no one can hear you scream. Some Halloween references to describe what opponents should be frightened by in this week's Who Day Conversation.